Curtsy deadlift. So curtsy lunge is this, which is really good to work on your ankles, to work on external hip rotation. You got to make sure that you have that and progress safely. So this is not an exercise that you jump into because you're going to mess up your knees. It's a good exercise if you first learn the curtsy without weight and work on your range. So this would be your first range for weeks, then it would be here for weeks, then it would be here, and then it's time to pick up that weight. So the curtsy deadlift. You can make this more complex by bringing one bell here into racking. Make sure you check out Master Kettlebell Racking, a free PDF by Cavemantraining. Just type it in the search engine. You can download that. Over 25 pages just on racking. It's free info. It's going to open up a new world to you. So you can rack one, hang one, and deadlift it. You can, if your overhead mobility is good and your lockout, you can bring one overhead and deadlift it. Why would you want to do all this? It's all just for fun and to look cool. No, it's not. Absolutely not. You are going to use muscles in a way that you haven't used them before. You are going to be conditioned for angles that you're normally not conditioned for. Okay, so especially if you're a fighter or want to turn yourself into a good athlete, if you want to injury proof yourself, then you want to do these things, but not to look cool. You want to do it for a reason, and you want to take the right progression. So never blame a kettlebell or an exercise for your injury. It's because you didn't invest time into learning the correct progression. I know this is something most people don't want to hear. It's just the way it is. Most people, including myself, just want to jump in and do the workouts, forget all this technique stuff. You know, everybody's like that. But I had to teach myself to slow down and not focus on jumping in here, but spending time here. And seriously, after being nearly 2 decades in this business, we always see the same thing. I run many groups, kettlebell beginner groups, and people come after months. I've got tendonitis. It's always the same story. Even though at the top of the group we got preventing kettlebell training injuries pinned. Nobody looks at it. Nobody buys it. It's less than $20. Nobody's interested in it. It's the least bought book that we have. Everybody jumps into the kettlebell workouts and challenges book, which we sold thousands of. So my point is, and again, I know people don't want to hear it, but really, if you're just getting started, do yourself a favor, because you're either gonna be out of action for 12 months and you might not even come back, or you spend some time doing it right, doing it slower, just slowing down. And that's the hardest thing, because you love kettlebells. You're gonna love what you see. It's hard to slow down, but make yourself a program and set some goals to get things right, and stick to a few things and do that right. Master it and then move on to the next thing. So again, I suggest joining our groups. Check the link below. We got nearly 50,000 or more, actually, nearly 100,000 people in all the groups combined there, and the groups are managed really well. So there is no trolling, no fun making. Yes, we're all about fun, but when you allow jokes and all that all the time, then people don't know what's a joke anymore. So we try to keep it serious and focus on questions and technique and just kettlebells. So check out those groups, come and join them, ask questions, don't feel embarrassed to ask something. The only stupid question is the question not asked. Okay, so if you're interested in learning correctly, then either take a course online, cavemantraining.com/shop, or buy a book and read the book. When you take a course, you can get coaching with it from my trainers. So you get assessments, exams, etc., videos, books, and you know you're doing things right, because we won't let you pass until you do it right, step by step. That way you know you're doing it right. It costs money, but in the end it's worth every penny that you invested, because the other option is spending years just playing around and injuring yourself. Maybe not so bad, maybe you're out for a week or 2 weeks, maybe you get tendonitis and you're out for 3 months to 12 months. You know, it ain't worth it. So check it out, www.cavemantraining.com/shop. If you don't know what to buy, feel free to ask, and see you there in the groups.